So I'm having a chat with Stefan of Descendents. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. You're here at Download, headlining a tent.
Yes, our first time at Download. So this is interesting.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait.
I can't. I'm actually looking forward to it. Yeah, no, I am. I'm looking forward to it. A show like this where it's a broad range of, well, this show I feel like there's maybe a bit of a metal focus.
Yeah.
And we don't fit that at all. So it'll be interesting to see if tomatoes fly or whether people are like, nah, this is cool.
Well, you're on a good day because of, obviously, Biffy Clyro headlining and Steel
Right.
Panther. You're kind of in with the right crowd.
Right, yeah.
So-
I think they, strategically made this day a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We got friends here playing today, Rise Against, good buddies of ours. So it's like at least we got some buddies here. So, they can help us wipe our tomatoes off or whatever.
For sure. Now, once you finish here this weekend, where are you heading off to next?
We actually fly home tomorrow, and then we'll be back for more UK shows in about a month or so, a month and a half, yeah.
Good. And COVID hit a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
What impact did that have on you and the band, and what kept you busy?
Well, we just, touring obviously came to a screeching halt, and we had been working on songwriting. We're doing a lot of that, we were in a position where we didn't need to, we didn't have to scramble and go find new jobs necessarily. Bill, our drummer, and I both work in the recording studio world, and so we were able to just kind of mix records and do other kinds of work and work on our own songwriting, our own next record. So we got some recording done during it. And, waited around until the storm. I mean, I can't say it blew over. It still hasn't blown over. It's still ever
It's like
present.
a fog now.
Yeah,
It's
now
a
it's
mist.
like a fog and a mist. Sometimes it rolls in harder than others. But last year we went out, actually with Rise Against. We went out for about a month, and we kind of stayed sealed up in a bubble.
Yeah.
We'd all been vaccinated and so on, and then we all just kind of hovered on our buses, and we visited with each other and our crews and so on. But we didn't really mingle, with the audience. So we got a little bit of touring back in last year, a month or so, and then this year, it's kind of cautiously back into it, a few shows at a time, and see how it goes, and try to stay healthy. Try to again, not really any mingling, so to speak. We just kind of hang to ourselves, and we're a little that way anyway. So.
Until today, now you've come into a press tent.
Yeah, no press tent. That's not usually something we're doing, but that's fine. That's okay.
I honestly promise you, I haven't got COVID.
Okay, good. I'm glad for
that
this.
I'm aware of, anyway.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
So, have you been back in the studio? Because you mentioned that you've been writing. Hopefully, you've got.
We have
music.
recorded some stuff. We have a ways to go still. We tend to like to. I think everybody, we all four write songs in our band, and so all four of us will write, and we'll just kind of huck everything on the pile there, and then sort through it later, record it all, and then usually do sort of a blind rating system, and whatever comes out on top is will be our next record. That's kind of how we do it. We don't strategize anything about let's make a record that's more this or that. That's not how we do it. We just write songs and put them together, and this is where we are right now because their songs are usually somewhat personal, right? So yeah, we're a little more than halfway done, I'd say, with our next record. Yeah.
Good. And
So that's going well.
when you're in the studio kind of putting it together, do you have a set way of doing it? Or do you go in and just do it live? Or
no, nowadays we have done just about everything. Like from doing basically a live recording, a record we put out. It's been a while now, like 20 years or something. But "Cool to Be You," we did that record live, except for the vocals, because Milo didn't live where we lived, so we had to do that separately. Last record, we kind of. I would come up to Colorado where our drummer and bass player live, and we would work on some stuff together, record a bunch of stuff. But then my parts I would just record at home. I think that's kind of a lot of where musicians are right now, and certainly in the COVID days of COVID, that's more true. and that's kind of what we're doing now. You know, we get together to hash through parts and that kind of stuff, and then we, you know, just often record on our own, really.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And obviously, being a band has been around for a while. How has the music evolved kind of since the start through until now?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, if you write songs, you know, you sort of take influence from things around you, whether those be musical or whether those just be life that you're experiencing, new things. And we've tended to write, you know, we'll write a goofy song once in a while. You know, we'll write a song about coffee or whatever. But we also, you know, a lot of what's going on in our lives is going to show up in our songs. That's kind of how we roll.
Yeah.
And that is still very much true. So really, they sort of, you know, journal or document us, both on, you know, musical growth or lack of growth, depending on how you look at things, and just, you know, subjects that are kind of, you know, meaningful to us in the moment. That's kind of what happens, you know, and we're all still learning, you know, how to write songs. That's a never-ending learning process. So that's what we do. Just keep moving forward.
Excellent. Well, Stefan, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Yep, good talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Yep,
Cheers.
thanks for having us. See you around.